This week, the star of my plant portrait series is the dragon fruit. When we began edible gardening, we learned to notice and appreciate nature's quiet miracles. But the dragon fruit refuses subtlety. It's a flamboyant performer, from its fleeting moonlit blooms to its flame-like fruits. The 9-year-old vines climbing the trellis against our garage wall often stop pedestrians in their tracks during the summer months. "What is this interesting-looking plant?" they ask, genuinely curious. Naturally, we share its name, often met with puzzled nods. If the fruits happen to be ready, we gladly offer a few to those showing genuine interest. Otherwise, I promise to save some if they come back at just the right time. Though, timing visits with ripening fruit is another kind of garden magic. Look closely at the stems, thick, succulent, edged with spines, just enough to remind you they're descendants of desert royalty. Year-round, their 3-ribbed stems stand proudly, like jade swords, tipped with cactus spines. Initially, they stretch upward, and later curve downward, as if anticipating the fruits they'll soon bear. Throughout the year, they appear like sculptures, quietly guarding the garden wall. But come late spring, when San Fernando Valley's weather warms, the drama truly begins. Around May, fuzzy buds begin to emerge, neatly wrapped in violet-tinged bracts at the edges of select stems. Then, almost overnight, the spectacle appears. A flower wider than your hand, its pure white petals glowing in the soft dawn light. This ephemeral masterpiece, often reaching up to 20 centimeters across, features layers of satin-like petals arranged in elegant whorls, with golden stamens radiating from the center. The fragrance is subtle, but unmistakable, at least to bees and other early pollinators, who eagerly dive into the flower's golden core as the sun rises. By midday, the show draws to a quiet close. The petals fold inward, and the bloom begins to wilt gracefully under the sunlight. As the flower fades, it redirects its energy to the ovary at its base, which gradually swells into a torch-shaped green fruit. If pollination was successful, last night's brief spectacle will become next month's vibrant dragon fruit. Over the coming weeks, a delicate blush appears, painting the lower part of the fruit with tentative shades of pink that gradually deepen and spread until they become a vibrant fuchsia. When the scales begin to lift slightly, that's nature's quiet signal. Ready. This ripening process typically takes about 45 days during the height of summer, stretching longer when the days grow cooler. Harvesting dragon fruit is always a joyful experience. Plucking these colorful flames from the vine is a delight. They're weighty and seem eager to tumble, no matter where you place them. Cutting one open always feels like unwrapping a small gift. Under ideal conditions, enough sun, controlled watering, and ample ripening time, our oldest vines reward us with snow-white flesh, studded with tiny black sesame-like seeds. Its sweetness comes with a fresh, kiwi-like crunch. But the real surprise is a newer variety we've grown. Slice into this fruit, and it's like uncovering hidden gems. Deep purple flesh, shading from ruby to amethyst, like a captured sunset. And the flavor? Imagine the fresh brightness of kiwi, meeting the rich sweetness of figs, or perhaps a pear and a berry, combining their very best traits. Dragon fruit is not only a feast for the eyes, but also a nutritional powerhouse. Its vibrant pigments, especially in red and purple varieties, are rich in betalains, natural antioxidants known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Packed with vitamin C, fiber, and more, it's deliciously nutritious. A gentle note of caution. If left ripe too long on the vine, the fruit's center turns mushy and dry, no longer the tender, tasty treat it should be. We've enjoyed dragon fruit in various ways. Fresh slices, blended into sunrise pink smoothies, tossed into salads, or even frozen into summer popsicles. But if I'm honest, nothing compares to standing in the garden, savoring a fresh-picked, still warm fruit. That moment, more than any culinary creation, feels truly luxurious, and every bite is a reminder of the fleeting beauty of its nocturnal bloom, a taste of summer's magic captured in every jewel-toned slice. In southern China, dragon fruit symbolizes prosperity. It is often grown on second-story balconies, pink fruits dangling gently in the breeze, a tempting scene for anyone passing by. The dried flowers brew into cooling teas, and the pulp can soothe minor burns. One delightful fact of dragon fruit is just how little it needs to thrive, making it popular among urban gardeners with limited space. The plant itself is a type of climbing cactus, well adapted to arid climates. It thrives in well-drained soil and requires minimal water once established, making it a sustainable choice for home gardeners in warm regions. A sunny location, well-draining soil that won't drown its roots, and occasional compost snacks. That's about all it asks for. Want more plants? Simply snap off a healthy stem. Let the scar heal for a week, then tuck it into soil. In a few months, a whole new vine is ready to continue the performance. A practical note, it enjoys 6 or more hours of sun, but appreciates some midday shade during Southern California's scorching summers. With proper care, each mature vine can produce several cycles of fruit each season, rewarding patience and attention with an abundance of these spectacular, nutritious jewels. 9 years we've tended these vines, through frosty nights that blackened their tips, through heat waves that wilted or scorched their stems. These desert survivors always bounce back. It's hard not to love them, not merely for their stunning flowers or delicious fruits, but for the gentle wisdom hidden in their spines. Resilience can be beautiful, and patience always bears fruit.